That's cool.
And here's everybody on the plane.
It's a Papa hot dog cooler.
We just dropped all 11 of our bags.
Your company has hot dog seat.
Oh, hot dog cooker. Oh, well. So we're on TWA flight, headed off to St. Louis. We dropped our car at Park Air. Hey, listen, say hello to the fans back home. Hey, Mom.
Hi, this is Kristen. We are now about, I guess, a half hour outside of Las Vegas. And I'll just give you a quick little rundown of how things have gone so far. We changed flights and got to Vegas, not much of a problem, kind of a long haul, and we loaded all our stuff, and everybody thinking we needed a U-Haul with all the stuff we have.
11 suitcases.
11 suitcases is what we've got. Unbelievable.
And 3 carry-on bags.
And 3 carry-on bags. And this is our van that we got. A Hertz van took us and picked up our minivan. Actually, this is our 3rd minivan. The first one, we kind of locked the keys inside of, even though that was not our fault.
We had a Mazda MPV, but it was too small.
Oh yes, this is our 4th. We first had a Mazda MPV, but it was too small, so we exchanged it for another one, a Windstar, and that's when we locked the keys in. And so then we got this nice, really pretty gray one, and then we discovered that the air things didn't work in the front, the air vents. So now we're on our 4th Windstar, or 3rd Windstar, 4th van, and it's turquoise on the outside, brand new, 4.9 miles, and it's working fine.
The Ford Windstar.
I said that, yeah. Alright, now we're going to the back, and I will show you how stuffed we are. Can you see that? Yes, you sure can. That is the back. That cannot see out. Oh, yeah, so we just went, okay, so everything was fine. We went to the hotel. We got to bed at like 4:30 in the morning our time, and I was comforted in. It was nice. And we got up and went grocery shopping and spent $250 on groceries. And it was fun though. We got to check out all the stuff. It was cool. Now we're heading to our campground in Zion, and we'll get back to you then. Okay? Bye. Hi, it's still Saturday, and we're still on our way to Bryce, but or Zion. Now I forget. I just wanted to give you a little shot of how beautiful it is. There's Dad. Hey, Dad. We just came through the most beautiful gorge, and I think we're all just kind of open mouthed right now. It's so beautiful. And then we really haven't seen anything like this. And I'll just do a quick look around there, and there's, whoa. It's a pretty sight. All right, we'll get back to you a little later.
It is June 11th. We just got down from a walk on the Watchman Trail. We headed up that way and went up into the hills and had a beautiful view of that peak up there. As you can tell, it's in the evening, just after sunset, and it was absolutely spectacular. Give you a real quick view around Zion National Park, and there's our van. We're all on our campsite, so we'll talk to you later. And it's June 12th. What's today? Sunday?
Monday?
And we're on the scenic drive in Zion. There's everybody in the van. There's Kristen. And we're about to go on the, is it the Bright Angel Trail or the Angel Landing Trail? And to show you the scenic view along the way. So we'll talk to you later. Alright, it's June 11th. I think we had the wrong date earlier this morning. This is our campsite. There's our Ford Windstar in our tent, which is very hot. It's 95 today, and I think it's going to be pushing 100 tomorrow. But this is our campsite, and you can see the raging river down there. It's very cold. Wes and I stuck our feet in. We're all taking a break in the middle of the afternoon. We had a long hike this morning. We went up to Angel Landing. We didn't quite make it to the top, but it was a long way up there. Just had a wonderful time. Just to give you an idea of where we are. So look out from where our tent is. And now I'll show you the view over the river. And this is the view from the other direction. And we are right at the base of the mountains here. And it is just gorgeous. Beautiful day. Evening, we're going to go on a couple of the other, a little easier trails. So we'll see you later. And this is probably one of our last views in Zion Canyon National Park. This is the Great White Throne. About 7:20 at night. Still on the alarm. Here we are, just about ready to leave Zion. As you can tell, this is a slightly packed van here. Just a few things in there. There's a cooler. And we're on our way to Bryce. One last picture. Just want to make sure we got the river in here. It's a beautiful sight. See you later. Just stopped on our way to Bryce. This is Checkerboard Mesa. Yeah. You can see the checkerboard pattern. Do a quick panoramic shot here. And we'll talk to you later. Well, as you can tell, we've left Zion. I think this is Red Canyon, right near Bryce. About 10 miles from our campground. So we stop and pull off. We'll talk to you later. We're now right outside of Bryce Canyon in Amsterdam Plateau, like that. Beautiful sight. We are now 7,600 feet in elevation, over 7,000 anyway. And it's, what is it, Monday?
Yep.
June 12th. The wind is blowing. You can hear the wind blowing in the background. We're on our way to Bryce. We'll probably take some more pictures from there. We're here at Bryce Canyon, and we just saw a little bit of the rodeo. And just thought you might like to catch a little bit of the moon. I mean, you can see it out there. There it is. I lost it on the black and white screen. We just saw a little bit of the rodeo over there. Hi. There's Kirk. See if we can focus. There it is. You see the people leaving the rodeo. And back there is the sunset. So tomorrow is more Bryce Canyon.
There's Kirk and Dad in their cowboy hats. We thought we'd share that with you because we just got back from the rodeo.
Sure, I got a picture of Kirk and me with cowboy hats on. So.
Are you serious?
We're at Inspiration Point. And we're just about to have a geology class.
Yesterday morning, we still got in at 30. So probably was right now.
We're at Bryce Canyon.
Still cooled it down, but
Just an incredible
we had been above
sight.
freezing last
Kristen
fall.
is like, how do you wow.
We really did have springtime. It feels now like
And we've been hiking down in the canyon. We did one yesterday, and we'll probably go down again today. Although the Grand Canyon is the largest Zion has the mountains. I think Bryce has the most beautiful formation of any canyon we've seen. It's just beautiful. It's snow down the bottom of the canyon down there.
It snowed last Thursday.
It snowed last Thursday, he said.
And it's Tuesday.
Yeah, right, and this is Tuesday. So. But today it's probably going to be 85.
No, it's not. No, it's 79.
Sorry, take it back, 79.
And there's a chance of isolated thunderstorms.
Right. We are, what, 7,600 feet or something. It got cold last night. I think it was 43 last night. But we were all pretty comfortable. And we're outside of Bryce. We've just taken a couple hours to do a wash and relax a little bit. Now, we're about to go on an hour trail ride. Hey, Liz, say hello to the fans back home.
Okay, pull your knee back just a little bit.
Of course, we have one rider in the group, or one former rider.
Feel good? You not still want to eat some patches? Okay, you kind of keep a loose thing down here. Left go left, right to go right. You stop and you pull back on him. To make him go, you kick him with both your heels, all right?
We'll let you know how all this turns out. Don't know how well you can see this. We just pulled off on the road on our way from Bryce to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. It's a beautiful overlook. It's a little bit hazy today. We just entered the Kayama. It's just beautiful over there. And we're about 50 miles away. Hold a shot while we're traveling. You can see the patches of snow off in the woods. Making our approach northward to the Grand Canyon. Beautiful wooded area. You can really see the snow in the trees.
Entering the Grand Canyon National Park.
And it's June 15th. We're at the north rim of the Grand Canyon. In fact, the north rim is right over there. There's a nice path that goes from our campground here to the lodge.
Good morning.
As you can tell, it's kind of a brisk morning. All of our coats on. Everyone is glad that Daddy packed the coats this morning.
Finally, we are pursuit of Dad's. Took us a while.
We did use them last night, too. On the bed. Quick panoramic tour of our campground. There's our tent. You can see the wires hanging up the towels. It was not meant to hang up the towels. We got the tent just about all set up, and we were missing a tent pole. So we used all the wires and finally got it held up. And then Kirk found the tent pole. It was down underneath the front edge there. And there, of course, is our minivan. And today, we are going to take the mule ride down. So hopefully we'll have some pictures of us getting on the mule. Don't know. No, we may not be able to because we have to leave our stuff back at the thing. I don't know. We'll try. Here at the Grand Canyon Lodge. And as you can tell, there's a Model A Collectors Club meeting here. The Canyonlands Tour, sponsored by Little Caesars. And these beautiful old Model Ts from about 1909 to 1923 or something. So we're just taking a break. We just had our geology talk out on the porch of the Grand Canyon Lodge. So I'll talk to you from there. More of the cars here. Here's the Grand Canyon Lodge itself. pretty green roof. This is the, I guess you call it the porch or the sunroom, the Grand Canyon. So we're here taking a break. Mom is walking back to the campground. And I think you see Kristen Lee. And next we'll show you a little bit of the Grand Canyon. Clearer day today. Clearer day today than it has been.
The land here.
Really an impressive sight. This is the patio where we just had a geology talk.
Any of that.
Learned about uplift and erosion and
And as you're coming north,
how the canyon itself is formed.
you come up very
You can't really see down into the canyon as much from the north rim. Later on from the south rim, you'll probably be able to see a little better. I don't know if that's snow way down there or not.
for the most part, the north of it. We won't build it from the south. Until we get to the ground.
And I don't know if you can
Just the ground.
make out off in the distance. You can't see through the lens. But there's, should be right there, Humphreys Peak, which is White Cap Mountain. There it is. 12,000 feet. Humphreys Peak. From inside the porch looking through the glass here. So we were out on that peak. I think that was the one on the walkway out there yesterday. The wind came up. It must have been blowing 50 miles an hour. Kind of a frightening feeling. Being up on a peak like that with strong wind. Well, this is, what, Thursday? Still Thursday? June 15th. We came back from our mule ride down the Grand Canyon, which was fun. We had, it's a little bit cloudy, which was kind of nice because it wasn't too hot. And we each had our own mules. We each have our certificates. So we have to fill out our certificates because we have to remember the names and everything to put on them. And we're desperately trying to cook spaghetti over there, but the wind has been howling. And we all have our heavy coats on. Yeah, but it is cold. In fact, the kids are in the van trying to warm up. And we're trying to cook spaghetti out here. And we'll probably go to another evening program tonight. We went to a morning program this morning on geology, which I think I told you. And we'll probably talk to you next from someplace on our way leaving the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Okay. Here's a look at Gamer's snowball. No. It is cold and windy this morning.
This is snowball.
Are we going to keep it? You see, it's kind of gray. And boy, we were cold this morning leaving the Grand Canyon. You can see the aspen, and they're just barely starting to come out here at the north end. And boy, we were cold. We woke up in our tent this morning, so we came and had a really nice breakfast at the Grand Canyon Lodge. So now we're on our way, headed toward Kayenta. And here we are on the road, leaving the Grand Canyon. Oh. Beautiful red cliffs over there. I can't put that there. Hey, Kristen, could you close the door? Kristen driving?
One of the two.
Close the door because it is so windy. Very pretty. Boy, the wind is blowing.
Nothing going to do anything crazy.
This is Navajo Bridge near, I think it's near Marble Canyon. can hear me, but we're on top of the Navajo Bridge, looking down into the gorge. And it is windy, as you can hear.
We're now in the car, and we're keeping the wind because, it's so windy today, and it's creating almost like a sandstorm. Huge clouds and dust everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. And we just passed a Navajo power plant, and there were mounds of coal, and it was blowing all over the place, creating like a coal storm. It was really lovely.
We're now in Mesa Verde. This is one of the overlooks. A little bit chilly today. It's been kind of rainy off and on. And then here, of course, are
I'm crushing her.
Kirk and Alyssa. Stopping on our way back from Mesa Verde. This is the La Plata Mountains. Beautiful off in the distance. Don't know if you caught that. We're here at Mesa Verde Campground this morning. It's a beautiful day. But last night was cold. Dad was the only one who was reasonably comfortable, I guess. Everyone else froze their buns off. And last night we had a talk about the stars, and it started at 9 o'clock. Unfortunately, the stars weren't out when she was doing the talk. But then later on, stars came out, and they were just beautiful. today we're going to go walk some of the areas of Mesa Verde. See ya. Kristen wants us, or Alyssa wants us to take a picture of the trash can. The bear-proof trash can. What a view. This is about 8,000 feet up, heading up toward Mesa Verde. Those mountains in the background. It is just spectacular. La Plata Mountain. This is Cliff Palace of Mesa Verde. And we just had our tour of Cliff Palace. There are about 8 kivas down there. You can see the kivas. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if that's one or not. 7. And there are apparently 1 or 2 more in the back. And there are 217 rooms, I believe. The amazing thing is the ancient Navajo people, I think is the proper term, really only lived here for about 75 years, or less than 100 years, and then they believe a drought and a combination of other things drove them from the area. We're at Sun Point, where you're supposed to be able to see 12 ruins at Mesa Verde. There's at least a couple. That, I guess, is another.
Howdy, partner.
There's something. Of course, we're going across over there to Cliff Palace. You can see where we were earlier today. And we'll swing on around here. And then here are the rest of the ruins. Kirk. There's the back of Kristen.
Are you implying that I know?
And Elizabeth.
You don't look 20.
And there's Mom. Kristen, Kristen, turn around and say hello.
Hello.
And that's it.
I'm the old woman.
Pushing 20.
And here we are, leaving Durango from the Durango-Silverton Railroad.
There's Kirk.
Hi.
There's Mom. And there the girl.
Catching a quick shot of the boulders as we go by. Hopefully. As we get my elbow. This is the Animas River, elevation 7,200 feet. The river we've been following all the way. We're on our way up the mountain. We're stopping here for a water stop. While our tolls are up. And we're back on our way again. You can see the water towers up, and I think we're just about ready to go. Yep. This is the rear brakeman, I think, back here. Looks like everybody's getting ready to go. Another shot along the way. To the mountains in the background.
Water tower on the way. And we're about to eat lunch. We're about 45 minutes out of Tulsa.
Mine's one today.